here with the Easy Photo, and we're finishing up our comparisons between the Kodak Picture Saver Scanner and the Epson Fast Photo Scanner. We're now focusing on actually doing some scans with the PS80. So we've got the 80 set up, we've got the Kodak Picture Saver Scanner software. It does allow you, just like the Epson, there is a native application that you can use, but this is the one that's been designed for kind of making it a little simpler to do photos, just like Epson had done on their software as well. So in this particular instance, we get the opportunity to create an order. We can just do something like we'll call it demo for today, and we'll say okay, and now we're going to have a couple of options, and we have folders and subfolders that we can do. So kind of very similar to what you saw before. I could put this, but now I've got free text and free range to go. I'm just going to use folder 1. Lack of imagination here, but you could get as creative as you wanted to. Now we've got actually a screen that comes up where we're going to be able to see these pictures. They'll be, and you'll see a kind of a difference in technology. Now remember, the others, we had to separate them. There's no need to separate pictures. You certainly can if you like, but there's no need to separate pictures on these. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of put them all in here, like so. And yeah, they're a little crooked, but that's okay. We've got some technology to help us. You can use the guides, and now I'm going to just kind of use the guides like so. In fact, I'm going to wait for the Polaroid there to do that in just a minute. And we're going to go into our settings. We showed you the settings before. You can see it in color as well as grayscale. You can do 300, 600. It is possible as well to do a 1200, although that is interpolated information. You can do the front and the back side. So we'll do the front and the back on this. You have the ability to, if you're manually moving pictures back and forth, where that the Epson popped up and says you want to scan another batch, you can actually set a time and time out if you like, or not time out. We're going to go ahead and set it at 600 DPI. We have a number of different choices, and we have 2 compression levels of JPEG, but just for the kicks of it today and for our demo, we're going to show you TIFF. This is raw TIFF. This is raw images coming out. Each one of these pictures will be somewhere in the neighborhood of 20 megs, as this one will be probably 30 megs. We can adjust some sharpening. We've got some other image cleaning tools and Smart Touch, so it can, just like the other scanner, can apply the Smart Touch. We can also, and if you remember how these pictures were not cut the same, although they were the same size, we can use this function that we call aggressive crop, and it will actually, so like how these are all different sizes there, we can actually cut that off and trim them all up to make them the same. And we can put a border on it, and this is all standard with this software. So we're just going to go ahead at this point and scan, and we just need to hit the batch scan button, and so now they're coming through and we're ready to go here. They'll drop all through. Now you're going to see something kind of different. I think you saw it already, although we kind of had a snafu on the setup part and only scanned the backs. You're going to see we're done scanning at this point. And then the Polaroid went through as well, and we're done scanning as soon as the 6 seconds times out. All the information, raw data, has already been passed over. We're done. There's no waiting. And the reason why is because this uses a write automatically as it's going through. And as fast as this information is being scanned, it's being dropped through. So one last thing we do want to do, and we're just going to go ahead and do the same thing. We'll scan it front. We're going to scan in TIFF, but only this time what we're going to do is we're going to scan at 300 DPI. And we're going to show you what the real world's fastest photo scanner looks like. This will do 85 pages a minute, 300 DPI, TIFF, RAW. Hang on, this is 6,000 pictures an hour. Here we go. That's what 6,000 pictures an hour looks like in TIFF at 300 DPI. The speed of JPEG is exactly the same. So I think we've got a pretty good comparison. So you've seen the outside, you've seen the inside, and you've seen it scan. Hope this has been informative for you, and we'll do a little bit more follow-up and make available our comparison chart to you.